honorable ministers, distinguished members of the organizing committee, dear participants, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for giving us this opportunity to present our ICT strategic plan. So what we will do is to show you what we will do in the first and the next 5 years. The strategic plan will guide us on the activities to be done for ICT in education. As I came with my head of department, ICT department, I think he is well prepared to talk about it, because he was one of the members who prepared the plan, and also I think maybe as he has the knowledge and also the know-how, because he is being in the field. So I would like to ask you a permission to invite him to present the strategic plan, because I think he will present it by heart. And I think he will get here many partners, because he is prepared to talk about it by heart. So thank you for your permission. Mr. Kauxique Maganlal, thank you very much.
Thank you, Permanent Secretary, for lovely words that they gave me for my persons. Honorable Ministers, Organizer of Committee, Distinguished Excellency Participants, Chairman, I would like to present our new baby. It's a 2 months old baby. It's our technological plan for education. We just launched on 30th of November last year. Some of the exhibition partners already were present in Mozambique, and I will go through that plan, what we want to do in 5 hours. Mozambique already started using ICT in education a long time ago, but there was isolated initiatives introducing the equipments, connectivity, training the teachers, but we didn't have a ICT technological plan for all global initiatives to be combined. Several small projects like Nepali schools, one laptop per child initiative, some local partners was introduced the ICT in the schools, was already isolated initiative. Also, we face that there's a low penetration of the human capacity. I think so Honorable Minister of Science, Technology, Communication of Tanzania called about the capacity building. Also was very low penetration. We need some plans to get in place. And now, recently we launched the technological education plan of Mozambique. The technology plan for education is a key factor not only for success and sustainability to create synergy between education systems and society. Also, we look indeed inside of the details initiatives 5 years. And also, we already make an impact of the implementation of each of initiative during 5 years of implementation. Also, we look after for logistic operational solutions, funding model, monitoring, evaluation, and communication campaign. Also, it's very important to be getting in place this plan rollout during 5 years. The technological educational plan, we will develop education through the integration policy vision in ICT education, completed by sustainable financial strategy, and also linked with ecosystem. Our plan is framed in the design of the education strategy plan. We have already the education sector strategy plan 2012-2016. Our plan is laid down with our strategic plan for education. Also is integrated policy approach of the creation and mobilization of the policy of sustainable funding and implementation of the multi-ecosystems. When I'm talking about the multi-ecosystem, that's the plan already agreed with all stakeholders, all the ecosystems. I'm talking about states, teachers, students, telcos, bank, funding partners, higher education institutions, and research. So the plan was already laid down on which all those players integrated on design, and they also were up on call for implementation as well. Work developed during the plan. There were several meetings within the Ministry of Education and other ministries, science, technology, universities. Also, we consulted with some schools in province, rural area, rural and main cities. Also, different teaching of schools, teacher trainings, high schools, secondary school, primary schools. We also got a meeting with the telcos, banks, also for partners who are mobilizing the funds, sponsors, and also the international players. We have a chance to be on World Education Forum recently in London. Also, we get in touch with the international players, Microsoft, Intel, USAID. Also, they are keen to help Mozambique on the implementation of technological plan. The strategy. The document is already described short, medium, and long-term vision. There are strategic operational objectives, stakeholders, and critical success factors. Development of pillar of initiative. We have 6 pillars and we have 33 initiatives on a plan. The action plan, it's a 5-year plan that includes management, implementation, and monitoring models. There are already details and timing initiative for financial modeling. Also, one of the section of the plan, it's about the communication mobilization of plan that define the supports needed to communicate at national, international levels to mobilize education sector agents. The plan also looked for all the components of implementation, equipments, connectivity, enabling mobilizing the teachers, how we can sensitize the teachers to be engaged on the implementation of plan, contents and assessments. It's a critical success factor, and also the administrative and education management areas. The plan was to develop policy and competence of education management, strengthen the relationship between the schools and the community as well. What it will bring to the society in the education and economy. For the education, it's clear it will enhance population for the education level and number of the years of schools frequency while reducing dropout. We have a problem with dropout. With this plan, we will reduce the dropout. The students can go frequently to schools. Enable citizens and key competences for the development of Mozambican economy. So we create more children well educated, well prepared for labor markets. Promote international interaction and cooperation between schools and community. Also, our schools is already one of the major policies that schools should be integrated in the communities. For the society, it's already clear that we will disseminate the access to knowledge encompass the use of ICT in students and family, really integrated the schools and family together, community as well, transmit useful information to knowledge critical areas like agriculture, fishing, energy, disease for HIV, other disease also malaria. For economy, we want to boost our economy. We want to increase our GDP, calling the national, international partners, the solution technology providers to boost our economy. I was mentioning these are 6 pillars and also aggregated to 33 initiatives. There are pillars concerning about the information and communication technology, it's related to ICT. There are pillars about content, it's one of the critical issue, contents, curriculum development. Pillar of the enabling education system agents, that means we have to sensitize all the education system agents, including teachers, students, decision-making people also. Also to develop policy and competence of education management systems and standing relationship between schools and the community. And one of the cross-cutting pillars is a monitoring, communication, evaluation. This is all our puzzle of the ecosystems, teachers, students, local community, local business, technological partners and service providers, telcos, states, cooperation and financial partners are already known about the existing technology plan for education for 5 years. And we need all these players for implementation. This is our technological for education plan. Implementation impact of the technology plan. We already recently launched our plans, and this year we are in a phase of implementation. We will start from the schools, from secondary high schools, teacher training colleges, technical vocational schools. We call the clusters of primary schools. Clusters that mean we have, for example, 1 schools around the 8 kilometers that cover 6 or 7 primary schools. So we call the cluster. We also target at least 1 cluster for 5 or 6 primary schools. We also target during the 5 years training, content development, capacity building, and also for monitoring evaluation across the 5 years. And in parallel of these plans, we also are engaged for the financial model for 1 laptop per teachers. There are some good improvement between the banks, telcos providers, donors in states, how to get 1 laptop per teacher. At least we want to make a difference within the classrooms. So if the teacher can get laptop, can train and produce content, make a huge difference inside the classrooms. That this initiative is also in this phase scheduled. And also for higher education, there are some initiatives also will launch this year to get computer for the students in higher educations as well. And during the years, we want to implement until 2016 at least all secondary schools, all primary cluster schools, teachers, technical vocational and teacher training college can be well equipped in using ICT effectively in teaching and learning process. And until 2026, we want to get one-to-one learning environment. This is some figures that I'm bringing here. We are in the stage of the almost 6,000 computers in the schools, but we want to get in the 5 years plan at least 215,000 computers. And computers divided by PC for teachers, PC in classrooms, and also for PC for school management system as well. We want to increase 22 times from now to 2016 in the number of the PCs in classrooms, number of the schools with the internet and local network. We are already on 87, but we want to reach until 2016 almost 2,700. But during the launching the technology plan, one of the providers knew mobile operator. They say within the 3 years, the new mobile operators that's starting doing their service 1st of January, they already launched, during our launch of the technology plan, they will connect 4,500 schools free of charge to the internet. So there are this initiative already. So our plan, the figures was already indeed behind of that promise of the new telecom mobile operator. 4,500 schools they will connect within the 3 years for internet access. And number of the teachers, we already trained some number of the teachers within municipalification efforts and also Ministry of Science and Technology together, 600 teachers across the country, but we want to get more teachers trained, well-trained in content and using ICT classroom, more or less 10,500 teachers over the 5 years. This is some figures behind bringing here about the ratio computer students. We are not staged in 5 years to 1-to-1 computers, but at least we can reduce the 37 times ratios right now from what we have right now. We have more or less 1,000 students on one computer, but at least we want to get 37 students on one computer. Depends on the level of teachings. If in a primary education, we want to get at the 39 students on one computers, and secondary education 33, teacher training college 8, and technical vocational also 8. Almost we have right now 6.5 million students in the systems, and we have already 14,000 schools in the country. This is more for the making incentive to the local and business partners to promote the local and business partners, including the ICT initiatives made in Mozambique, to challenge the local companies for the implementation of the technological plan for education in different areas such as equipments, production of the contents, training, or technical assistance. So we want to involve all of them to be part of the implementation. Investment funding, there are investments already secured by the governments, and there are some partners already committed to work with us during the 5 years. We are already continue making the mobilizing the funds, marketing, and sensitizing all the partners to join our initiative during the 5 years. Next steps, plan was already launched. We are in the 1st year for implementations, and then we calling up all the other partners to join us, and we want to get success model in Mozambique. Also, I will use the words the Honorable Minister of Science, Technology, and Communication of Tanzania say, we are open for all business, international and local business. We are very keen to make partnership with the Southern Africa countries, in Africa, south to south partners, and we are open to work for all of our interested in Mozambique. Thank you very much.